The bylaws say that the neighborhood committee should be the outreach conduit of the VNC. The outreach committee is supposed to come up with the plans, but a lot of the actual outreach falls onto the neighborhood committee because they're the ones that are in the neighborhoods and know people. How would you use the committee to reach more stakeholders? Who was, I don't lost track. Grant? Okay.
So I would reach out to essentially establish additional committee members, as well as increasing ways in which people that aren't on the committee could engage with that committee.
Well, we undertook an effort to actually print up handout cards so that each representative in the neighborhood committee could go around to their different neighborhoods and pass them out, and so that the residents in their neighborhood knew who to go to as a liaison for the neighborhood council, and it's sort of a first triage step for issues that they have. He's probably going to yell at me, but I'm pretty sure there are probably boxes of those sitting in some of the committee members' closets. But I think we have been really successful with really dedicated members in each neighborhood who've reached to a lot of people in their communities and been able to address certain issues that have been vexing to different communities. You referenced the Oxford Triangle. We dealt with issues that specifically impacted them in terms of not being able to have no oversized parking signs. Same with the bridge in the peninsula as well.
Okay. Yeah, you went. Okay. So finding members for this committee has proven to be an ongoing challenge in the whole history of it. The way it works is there are 8, I think, 7 or 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 specific seats, and they were formed around the 7 specific plans that we have in Venice. That's how it started. Yet the committee really should be representing more than those large areas. I think at one point we identified 19 specific neighborhoods in Venice. And so it's been the board appoints the first 7. So what can you do to go about recruiting new members, because we want to have wider representation?
So I'm just going to call you on this really quickly, because at the beginning of the tenure 3 years ago, my committee wanted to remap the jurisdictional boundaries to make sure that there was representation that was geographical, and you stood right up and said, absolutely don't do that. But we did collect a treasure trust, so it's an interesting question coming from you, partner. But we collected, and a lot of people did a lot of work on it in the years previous. Daryl Dufay, Marta Every, there's actually a collection of materials breaking the different neighborhoods down in different representative sections. The real actual problem of doing something like that is that it's already a very big committee, and it is difficult to reach a quorum to actually address matters. So, it's sort of a chicken and the egg sort of a thing. But, we've undertaken it, and you yourself said not to do it, so.
I did. What did I say? I'm in trouble now. Okay, Grant?
I think one of the ways that we could look at and explore would be creating a more diverse way in what essentially the committee members could participate in the meeting. So perhaps there are ways in which people could participate electronically that would increase accessibility for folks, and that might increase engagement as well as people attending.
Okay. So, as I said earlier, I didn't ask this yet. The neighborhood committee is a conduit for identifying neighborhood concerns and bringing them to the board. In most cases, that's a motion. How will you improve the ability of stakeholders to have their concerns be addressed? I mean, what can we do so that you're having more input from stakeholders? That's really the point of the committee.
I would really just encourage people potentially to openly communicate with me, and that my phone and emails are always available to anyone night and day, 24/7. If you have a problem or an issue or concern, to reach out and address that issue, raise that issue.
Well, I think we've done a really good job at addressing neighborhoods' concerns specifically. One of the other responsibilities of the vice president is to be the chair of the chairs, so really the most rewarding part of the job is to inspire people to create new committees. And designing your own obsolescence because there's a parking committee or because there's an environmental committee where you're only handling Venice issues is really your goal. But I think we've done an excellent job in terms of taking all the input that we get through our input forms and through our info app forms and addressing them if the neighborhood committee is sort of the proper catch-all basin to do that.
Okay.